we need some music in the background because we are not doing this without music. Here we go. This is the ones I was watching last time, listening to. Alright. Okay, so alright. We have fixed the window. I rewatched the video before and it was like cut off on the right and left. You couldn't see like over here, so kind of fixed that a little bit for you. And alright, so right now the current goal is well, let's just see what we're at right now. Where did we leave last time? I believe we're pulling the data from the API, and we have all of the actions that were done. We'll do like a couple days here. We don't have any kind of an indicator to say what it's doing. Maybe we'll add a retrieving date value, something like that. So here's what we got. So we've got all the dates here. So what we want to do is we want to be able to take this data, and we're going to, since we're going to be the end game goal, the end game goal is going to be to pull from, say, January 1st till March 31st. So we'll pull like the 3 months, and we'll treat it like it's the start of a ladder. So everybody starts at the bottom rank, and then as they kill one another, it goes on. We have to make sure that we ignore the anonymous people. But this is going to be basically rewriting as little as possible, but we're going to redo what the ladder system already does. So for those who are interested, this is how it's going to work, and this is how the system works. So alright, so let's start off with our information. So we have right now our main class is our player kill entry, and all we have is a the killer, the victim, and a timestamp. Right, so because we don't care about the where it was and all that stuff for the stats. So what we need to do is we need to create the ladder rank. So let's go ahead and let's make a new class for the ranks. So PvP rankings. Alright, so this is gonna have a public string player name, and we're gonna have a public string or a public, sorry, int rating, and we have a public int kills, and we have a public int deaths. Alright, so that's our ranking. So we're going to have a list of rankings, and we want to have a, let's see here, we go into our main view here. We're going to create rank region ranking data. Oh, PvP rankings. And this is going to be season rankings. Alright, so before we do anything else, initialize PvP rankings data. So we're going to have season rankings is a new list. And then what we do is we're gonna make a void calculate season rankings. So what we're gonna do is we're going to say if season rankings count is greater than 0, season rankings clear. So we'll clear it first, and then we're going to for each player kill entry in what did I call it? Oh, did I not make it global? Retrieved entries? Where am I? Yeah, it's global. Alright. So we're gonna go through here. So now, here's the thing. If we're just gonna remove where killer is not equal to anonymous and victim is not equal to anonymous. So we're gonna be pulling all of the datas. We need to make this a little easier to view. Alright. We're gonna pull where if it's an anonymous kill, I don't care about it. So and both killer and victim have to be anonymous. We're just gonna ignore it. However, if either or is anonymous, there's still a player involved. So if if the killer is anonymous, this is a anonymous kill. Entry killer, no, victim anonymous. This is a player kills anonymous. Else, this is a player kills player event. Okay, so we have a diminishing return. So we need to keep track of well, we don't have to keep track of anything because we're gonna have the entire list at this point, so we can always just query the list. So let's go int player kills against same target, and I want a player a PvP rankings, and we're going to do a killer and a PvP rankings victim. Alright, now int kill count is equal to 0, return kill count. Alright, so we're going to, in here we're going to calculate how many times in the last 24 hours since 10 a.m. CST, or sorry, it's 12 a.m. CST against same player. So we're gonna go retrieved data, or retrieved entries. We're gonna go int kill count is going to be this. Okay, so first we need to pull, we need the current day, right? So we will be manually doing this. We're going to be doing it at the end. However, we're going to be going from the start to the finish. So the way it works on the bot right now, or the server, is it's doing it in real time. So it already has the current day, and it just looks, see how many before midnight and whatever the current time that they've killed. So what I need to do is I need to pass in the player kill entry. Okay, so where? How are we gonna do this? We're gonna go where? We need to go retrieved entries, or X killer is equal to killer, and X victim is equal to victim. And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna do we need to pull all of the data where it is the victim. Right? Oh, I can't use entry. I'll just use E. Alright, let's do this again here. Let's just do the retrieved entries where killer is equal to killer and victim is equal to victim. To list. Alright, so we should get a list of what the heck? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh. Player name. Ha. Oh my god. No. Let's do this a little bit different here. Just so we can kind of partially distinguish what's actually going on here. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you're not really thinking straight. Alright, so here we go. So this is going to be all of the kills when they are the same. And we want to count the... So we're going to get rid of the to list, and we're going to count X. We're going to count. But we want to go like this. Let's just add another where in here. Timestamp. I need a date time current date is going to be the entry timestamp, where the timestamp is greater than equal to current date we're pulling the date that we have, right? So what we're gonna do is we have to say the current date that we have is whatever this entry we're in. So that's gonna tell us what day we're on. So we need to say date. It's not this. It is going to be new date time, and I want entry year. Oops, timestamp year. Entry timestamp month. Entry timestamp day. And then we go entry timestamp. Sorry, we don't want to set. We want it to be midnight, like that. Okay. Midnight of current day, and we will do where the X timestamp is greater than the current date and X timestamp is less than equal to entry timestamp. Add minutes. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure that's not going to work the exact way that I want, but it'll be something. So this will be the number of kills that they've done since midnight of that day. And so we're going to return that kill count. Alright. So while we are calculating each entry, we're going to say we need a diminishing returns. So a int calculate diminishing returns. And we're going to have an int of kill count, and we have a PvP rankings player. Return 0 for now, just so we get rid of the error. And I am going to pull up the bot because I don't remember the exact numbers that we were using off the top of my head. And I just ordered my new computer today, or most of it, so it will be 1 day mine. Alright, so Shroud, Retriever, sorry. Illobot. Okay. Alright, let's do this. It's got the original system in here. Alright. I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff. Oh yeah, this is probably static, so we get rid of that. Like that. Okay, so I need my ranks. There's our ranks. Alright, and then we have our program diminishing. All this old code that's just sitting in the box. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is my function to calculate that. So calculate diminishing returns. If the kill count is this, I want a int winner ratings change is equal to 0. Kill count. Yeah, we don't need that. So the diminishing return, so based on the number of kills that you've killed, it's going to take in a value. So we need the kill base value. So I want this to be this. And we're going to do all this stuff. Sure, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to return the new value. And then, so we're going to say, so for player kill, we need to go an int value is going to get rating changed by brackets. So I want, okay, so if the killer is anonymous, the killer is going to be whatever the bracket is, correct? The killer okay, we need to get players ranking. So we need to go player PvP rankings killer value. No, killer ranking is going to be retrieved, or season PvP rankings, where X player name is equal to entry killer first. If killer ranking is null, we want to do killer ranking is equal to a new ranking, and we will go player name is equal to entry killer. Kills is 1. Kills will be 0. Deaths will be 0. Rating is equal to 500 because everyone starts at 500. And then we go like this. We go killer ranking rating, and the loser ranking is the killer ranking rating. Whatever you are at, it's going to calculate it based on, you know, your ranking. So you're losing to someone of your rank. Or we'll pass in 500. We'll say you kill Copper, right? Because I think that's what they set it to. Yeah, it defaults to 500. So, okay, so that's this one. So we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna duplicate this to here. Okay, so now this one is, if the entry is that, we need to get PvP rankings. We don't care about the victim in this case. We do care about the victim. If the victim is anonymous, no, this one is if the killer is a player. We need the victim here to pull the player because the killer is anonymous. This has to have both. So PvP rankings victim ranking is season rankings, where X player name is entry victim first. And we're going to go like this. And we want to copy this. And we're going to change this to this. That is the victim. And we should have our stuff. So this one here is victim ranking rating. Alright. So this should actually be almost complete. So we're going through each entry where it's at least one or the other is anonymous or neither. If it's anonymous, we're going to pull the values. We're going to do I can change it as long as I'm not looping through it at the time. So I should be able to go season rankings where X player name is equal to entry victim, or sorry, what are we in? I want victim ranking here. Oops. Okay. This is, if the killer is anonymous, we're going to pull the victim data. And I want victim rating. And I want victim rating, player name, sorry. So this is going to be my new value. We need to set is equal to victim ranking. No. Let's do this differently. We're just going to go. What's the easiest way to do this? Do we just create a new one and then reassign it when we do it? Or do we go season rankings? Oops. That's not going to work because then I still have to check. So I might as well just deal with the season rankings as it comes. So we're going to have to, before we change it, I want the int index 1 is equal to 0, int index 2 is equal to 0. Alright, so for the victim, I am going to choose index 2 is equal to season rankings index of victim ranking. And then season rankings add victim ranking. Like that. So there's our index. So then I want to go season rankings of index 2, and I want to go rating is equal to a value. And this is what? This is the killer's one, so we're going to subtract the rating. Because it's a victim, it's divided by 2. Okay, so there's our new rating. And then we're going to season rankings index 2 deaths increase by 1. Alright, so index 1 is going to be that, and then we will go and just copy this stuff, and we're gonna add we don't need to do this. We're just going to add the value. We will do an int version of this value though, just in case it does not. Oh no, it'll be an int because it's casting it when you sign it. So, and kills is increased. All right, so for this one, we're gonna go season rankings, add killer ranking. And season rankings, add victim ranking. So index 1 is going to be season rankings. I'm just going to copy this again here. Okay, so for the killer is this. And the victim is that one. And then we're going to go and copy killer. And victim. Oops. Don't need that one. Alright. Okay, so then let's just go ahead and make this list here visible. So we are going to go, this is horizontal, let's make a list box like this. And we're just going to go this. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need a UI properties. We need observable collection of PvP rankings. We'll call this season ranking. No, I can't go. Season list. And public. Observable collection of PvP rankings. PvP season list. And we need to go if PvP. Ooh, hello. Oh, get PvP season list set if PvP season list is the value return, otherwise PvP season list equals value. Notify property same name of PvP season list. Alright. So that should be doing all that stuff now. Alright, so what I want to do is we need a bracket in here. Public string bracket get set. Can't type today apparently. Alright, so we need to change the value. So season rankings index 1 bracket is equal to get bracket name, and this is the killer ranking rating, and season rankings index 2 bracket is going to be get bracket name victim. Oh, I don't have one in there. Do I? Oh, I'm in the wrong one here. I'm in one of these things here. Okay, so then this one here, we're just gonna copy this up to here. This should be 1 and killer, and then this one here, it should be both. So I need to go season rankings index 2 bracket is equal to get bracket name by season rankings index 2 killer ranking rating. And this should be 1. Like that. Okay, so now here's the problem. When I do this, I need to sort this list whenever I update it, but I don't want to do it every time I add something, because it'll do a lot of flickering, because it's gonna add it, refresh, and then it's gonna sort it and refresh. So I'm going to remove this from here, and when we are done, we're gonna go ahead and do season rankings is equal to new season rankings order by descending rating, X rating. Okay. For each season rankings, PvP ranking P and right in what rankings, and here we're going to go PvP season list, add P, and then when we're done, we're going to notify the update. Okay, let's add a stack panel. Orientation is horizontal. Horizontal alignment is center. Yeah. And I want a text block. Text is going to be binding, and we're going to go status. Mode one way. Update source trigger is property changed. Alright, so now we need to create a UI property in here for a string status, public string status, and then get is going to return the status, and then set, we're going to go if status is equal to the value return, otherwise status equals value, notify property change name of status. Come on, don't do this to me now. Alright, so now we have a status text in here. We need to start thinking about setting this value while we're doing stuff. So we're gonna go let's start with the retrieval stuff. So down here we're gonna go status is going to be retrieving status, retrieving PvP kills, and okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to go, what are you doing? Oh, don't have a quote. Alright, so every time we do this, what we're going to do is this console one, I'm going to do status is equal to, I'm going to copy this. Okay, so we're going to, it's going to update every day that it's doing. No, it's not. It's going to, that's going to be, whatever. Okay, so I want to do, current timestamp. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. And then we want to do toString O, I think is the cultural invariant shortcut thingy formatting. Okay, so there's that, and then we have we're gonna do calculating season. Status is going to be calculating season rankings. We're gonna do this. And status is going to be, oops, calculate status, organizing complete list. Okay, so let's try this. Let's go int current entry is going to be 0. Alright, so now what we're going to do is in our for loop here, we're going to go current entry is equal to no, we're just going to go status equals analyzing entry current entry, right? And then when we come to the end of the for loop, we're gonna go current entry plus plus, right? Organizing complete list, and we're just gonna do that. All right, let's just see what it does here. Just for argument's sake, this should be interesting. Alright, so we're just gonna pull like the last couple days here and see what it looks like. Okay, so U is doing the weird thing. Alright. Alright, so it's pulling the data. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to you're gonna see my ugly desktop for a second here. We're gonna try and make this go like this. Minimize this, because we're gonna edit the actual format here. Get rid of the overview, slide this puppy over. I want this. Okay, so for my item source, I got about 20 minutes left, and then I'm gonna have to go for a sec. But list box. Okay, so list box, item template, data template. We want a stack panel. Orientation is vertical. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a text block. Text is gonna be binding player name. Did I add it to the wrong thing? One sec here. No, that's right. So PvP season. Oh, where is it here? PvP season. This is a PvP rankings. Well, they all have getting sets in public. That's why. Right? Yeah. I was doing the wrong list. That's what the deal was. Alright. So let's just do this here and crank this puppy over here. And we're gonna go like this. So now the weird thing is these timestamps are in UTC. So it's gonna display really funky stuff. So why did you not? Oh, it did. It's just I'm not displaying stuff for some reason. That's really interesting. Why isn't that working? It's got... The player name exists. Why? Oh! Why did it show up before? Because there's nothing in there. Did I not call it? Did I not call the function at the end? Okay, so when I do... And then we're gonna call this. Alright. Oh my god. That would probably make a huge difference. Try this out. Alright, give me 1 sec, I will be right back. Yep. That's what happens, you see? Okay, so... Alright. Phone call, obviously. So, yes. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, so now we are getting names, right? Now we can start doing this. Close that. Crank this over. Main window. Alright, so we want, I want the bracket. Rating. And kills and deaths. Alright. String format. Oops. Bracket. 0. And then this is string format is equal to, and this is my rating. And let's just go ahead and copy this because I don't really want to type it out a whole bunch. Kills, deaths. Right? Looks like it's working. Alright. Okay, so let's pull like it came up on the 11th, so we'll just pull the whole month worth of data. So the one thing I'm noticing right now is that the checking is only doing the day. So it's not in the loop part of the loop where it shows the time. So we might have to go and change that. I mean, technically you could do a 1-month tournament like this. The nice thing with this is that it's like the day of the kills is being tracked like in the order that they were done instead of being at the end, like I explained in the first video. It's not really a great thing to have happen. Is at the end you just do a big calculation and people could be in different brackets, and yeah, not very good, very nasty. Yep. This is why we pull the data constantly, because this takes a long time, and it's only because of the limitations, you know. I should actually go to the store before I start drinking more. I gotta get supper going. There we go. Yeah, no, I can tell you, guarantee you that is not right. There is no way that you're up in ethereal. No one is in ethereal. So the diminishing returns are not working. Cause, oh man. it's sorting properly though. That's the main thing, right? So I mean, that's really weird. So the problem is, this. Yeah. It's calculating anonymous in here as well. Oh, I'm not even doing that. Ha. Right. What is this trying to get? A PvP ranking. Oh. Oh. Why? I don't need to pass that in. I just need the entry, right? Like that, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is go back, and we're gonna pass in the entry, and it returns an int, which will be this is the kill count, right? Um, okay. it's requesting a rating. So I want the victim ranking. So no, this would be 500. Right. Okay, so this will be my points. So it'll be that one. Okay. Okay, so for the killer now, is going to be killer ranking bracket. Oh no, it's the rating. So this is going to be this. This is my rating change by this, right? What is this? What does this actually do? This is... I need to pass in a value, the base value for calculate diminishing returns. I don't want this. I want this. Get rating change. Yeah, that's my base value. Okay, I gotcha, I gotcha. Okay. Okay. So yes, I was doing it wrong. This. Okay, now this is going to be different because this here is the killer and the victim, right? No, it's the same because it's just divided by 2. So what I want to do is I want to go int. I want this. This is points, so we're going to replace value with points. Okay. See if this works a little better. And we'll just do a couple here. We'll do like the week. And then I am off to go and do some supper stuff. So basically I was not calculating diminishing returns on the previous version. So this should do the diminishing returns now. If I see ratings that aren't even numbers, I know it's working. Like 1s and 3s and stuff like that. Yeah. There's a 9, there's an 8, a 2. Yeah, so we're doing good. Alright, so what we'll do is we're gonna do this again. And we will do one more check here. And we'll see if anyone shows up in Ethereal now. And if they do, then I'm just gonna have to go over the diminishing returns part again. And they're having a big event here in town on the 2nd, so that's what my phone call was about. I had to go and do all kinds of organizing and stuff for it, so I gotta clear that list too. Clear this list when I clear this one, I gotta clear that one as well. It'd be nice to have a dual progress bar, like overall progress, and then the daily section. So it'll say checking the current date, and then it'll have like time frames, and it'll have, because it does every 4 hours, so we'll do have like a 6-part thing. Maybe it's a dial one, maybe, I don't know. I have the date in the middle of the progress bar or something, I don't know. That's just visualizing. No one really needs to have visual stuff. Ah. Here we go. Well, it has locked up. Oh, because I gotta run all this stuff in the background task. I think it died now, because that's taking a little too long for my enjoyment here. It hit 6,000. Oh, geez, there's a lot of entries in there. It's still hammering away. Come on. It really doesn't like this pull. Like, it's not that hard. For some reason, it's taken a really long time to do 25,000 entries. Alright, well, what can you do? We'll come back to it. We'll let it run. I'll go do my errands, and then we'll see what it looks like when I come back. But anyways, thanks for watching. The next step is going to be try and refine it. If it works anyways, I'll probably run it again and see if I can get it to not hang like this. But if I can get it to work, if it is working, then I gotta work on the exporting of the data to, which that takes like a couple seconds. I'm just gonna serialize it. But yeah, so yeah, either that or we'll make it do the displays, because the way the seasons work is you got first, second, third, and fourth place, and then you have the top in each bracket, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.